more people than ever are experiencing fuel poverty. So you have a new cohort of people who are just experiencing fuel poverty for the first time. And for most of them, the situation has only deepened the depth of what they were experiencing.
Grid for Good are going to show you what is happening with the Energy Support Fund up and down the country, helping communities near you. Today, we're kicking things off in the heart of the Northeast, in a warehouse in Cramlington, to show our partnership between National Grid Energy Support Fund and National Energy Action. We've got volunteers from National Grid Ventures and the Strategic Infrastructure team packing winter warmth packs that are going to be distributed across the UK to people in the midst of a fuel crisis.
Hi, my name is Molly Chambers. I'm a Project Development Manager at National Energy Action. Couldn't be more thankful to National Grid for letting us think outside the box about how we respond to the energy crisis, to not be completely focused on the sheer amount of people that we need to see, and we have a huge challenge of people we need to get to, but actually think, well, how do we adapt our approach to meet the needs of people that are changing every day? They've also supported us to find community partners to support them directly. With National Grid, we have a couple of different projects, and what's really great is that we work across a lot of different teams. So every team is kind of having that opportunity to try new things. The future of energy advice is going to be much more community delivery. We had a lot of telephone delivery during the pandemic. We're going to continue to see growth in our team, but anecdotally, a lot of organisations are starting to think about the future where they have to deal with oncoming issues like fuel debt advice. They have to think more and more about how they make clients' lives sustainable, more innovative ways of telling people how to reduce their energy usage and how to deal with negative budgets. So it's massive growth in the sector, and what we want to do is just make sure everyone has access to good quality information so that it can be passed on.
Duality Group operate in installation, maintenance of energy systems really, so anything from boiler, heat pump, solar, insulation. So we operate from right at the tip of Scotland, the north part of Scotland, right down the country, and we have 12 offices across the UK. I was chatting with the NEA and they were telling me about the challenges that they had, and I said, well look, we've got a warehouse that's empty for the time being. We'd be delighted to support you and offer you the use of that free of charge if it helps you get the boxes out in winter and helps the charity. So we started that I think about 6 months ago. I think it's been a roaring success, so you know we're really happy to support the charity and try and also get more boxes out to the people who really need that.
So here we're in a warehouse in the north of Newcastle, and we've been kindly donated this warehouse by Duality Group, one of our business supporters group members. They have given us this space to pack our winter warmth support packs and utilise the space for deliveries and then getting the packs out to households. We have public donations that come through that can be put towards resources, and then we also have National Grid who have funded thousands of packs for us to be able to put them together, buy the resources and then ship them out to households. So when a client opens a pack, they'll receive various items from energy efficient measures such as light bulbs, radiator reflectors, to items that will keep them warm. So maybe an hoodie or a flask that can be filled so it can last a whole day. And we've even put a few treats in there like hot chocolate and soups as well. The packs have been described as life-changing. They're just really nice, and I think our clients feel really cared for when they receive a pack. We have seen an example where barbecues were used inside homes for not only light and heat, but to cook food. Trying to stay away from those not so coping strategies that people have been turning to.
Yesterday, we got to see the National Energy Action Centre in Cramlington, where National Grid volunteers were putting together winter warmth packs, which will be distributed across the UK to people in fuel crisis throughout this winter. Today, we're in Leicester at the National Energy Action Conference, where Energy Support Fund partners get together and discuss ways to combat fuel poverty now and in the future. Let's go and meet some people and see what they're up to.
My name's Danny Barnes. I'm Director of Development and Partnerships at National Energy Action. So NEA is the National Fuel Poverty Charity. So ultimately that means that we campaign to ensure that everybody can afford to live in a warm and safe home. The funding from National Grid has been transformational for us because there's an element of flexibility that's enabled us to go out to work with more marginalised groups and underrepresented communities. So it's enabled us to invest more resource in ensuring that our services are accessible, that we're able to work with trusted partners, support them to support their communities. So it's been hugely beneficial to us and completely changed the way we've been able to work in communities rather than just being a principally phone advice service. We've just come to the end of our annual conference and there's been full of some hope for the future, but the challenges are that the situation our clients are in is becoming more and more desperate. We thought last winter was the worst winter on record. Unfortunately, we think that this winter will be far, far worse because we've now got the added complexities of people that have racked up additional debt, people that are now struggling with being able to respond with their mental health, with their physical health. And typically we're seeing a lot more clients come to us in negative budget, so simply without the money to put their power or heating on. So we need a much better, more well-targeted support system in place. If I'm honest with you, I think it's been difficult the last winter. We know it's going to get worse. We do need government intervention, but we also need support, much like what we've had from National Grid, to enable services like ourselves to deliver more support for those communities that so desperately need help, and to know where the schemes are that they can access support, because there are some out there.
I'm Jeremy Nesbitt, I'm the Managing Director of Affordable Warm Solutions. We're a company established about 16 years ago, primarily set up to assist National Grid and its successor companies to improve the energy efficiency in homes, particularly focused on alleviating fuel poverty. So for ourselves, National Grid funding has enabled us to offer a far broader set of services to customers. So throughout our history, collaboration has been the key, whether it's with local authorities or housing association partners. But the fund provided by National Grid now has enabled us to collaborate far closer with the other third sector organisations, work with them and to target those most at need. So this winter our focus is on this continual engagement with customers. We're finding a lot more customers now aware of the reality of higher energy bills and cold damp homes. We're finding more customers now coming to us, and having been turned down by other organisations for funding, we're able to step in, be flexible in our approach and step in and really make a difference to people's lives.